Get in the house. Get in the house.
That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that?
A peaceful camping trip can turn into a nightmare in an instant. Imagine sitting by the fire, surrounded by darkness, when suddenly something moves in the trees. Is it an animal, a stranger, or something far more terrifying? Camping should be a time to relax, but some people have found themselves in truly disturbing situations. What would you do if strange noises circled your tent at night? Or if you spotted eerie figures watching from the shadows? From mysterious creatures to unexplained encounters, these chilling moments were all caught on camera. Some trips are unforgettable for all the wrong reasons. TGF Bros' terrifying night at the ancient Ram Inn. TGF Bros, Jay, Romale, and their friends spent a chilling night at the ancient Ram Inn, one of the UK's most haunted locations. Built in 1145, the inn has a dark history, including reports of multiple deaths and even children's remains found beneath the property. From the moment they arrived on October 4, 2021, eerie events unfolded. The floor vibrated, bells rang on their own, and unexplained footsteps echoed through the house.
Something's shaking the floor.
Nah, man, it's the vibrations from the cars, bro.
You heard it, bro. You heard it. You heard it, I swear.
Skeptical at first, they set up GoPros to capture any paranormal activity, only to witness one fall on its own, with its footage mysteriously corrupted. The camera even seemed to move by itself multiple times. As fear took over, they called the housekeeper, only to be told, it really is a haunted house.
Is there, like, anybody here playing tricks on us?
No. It really is a haunted house.
I know, I think we found it. That.
The night continued with more unsettling noises and unexplainable events, leaving them questioning if they were truly alone. A deadly trap on the trail. In February 2018, Greg Harris was riding his ATV on a trail while filming with his GoPro. Everything seemed normal until he suddenly hit a metal wire stretched between two trees. The wire caught on his helmet, forcing him to stop. If it had hit his neck, it could have been deadly. Luckily, his speed and helmet caused the wire to snap. It is scary to think that someone set this trap on purpose. Sadly, these kinds of dangerous traps are not uncommon in the ATV and dirt biking community. By the way, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to me. A mysterious night in the mountains, April 2019. In April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video on his channel, Appy Mountain Truckers. His content focuses on outdoor adventures like hiking and camping. In this video, he recorded his solo overnight trip to the mountains. The hike up was uneventful, and after reaching his campsite, Jason set up his tent and made a fire. As the sun went down, he started carving a spoon, but suddenly heard an unusual noise from the mountain. Thinking it was just a bird or a small animal, he ignored it and continued. Later that night, he was woken up by a deep, unfamiliar sound, something he struggled to describe. He said it was like a mix between a pig, an ape, and even a velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
I'm still rattled. I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig, some kind of, I hate to even say it, but a pig, an ape, and the calls almost sounded like how the velociraptors.
A few hours later, at 1 a.m., he woke up again to something circling his tent.
Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them, and it started on the other side of my camp.
His flashlight caught the reflection of eyes in the darkness, likely wolves or coyotes. Oddly, he never mentioned noticing them in his morning update, leaving viewers unsettled. The mysterious lights in the Arizona forest. On September 6, 2015, during a solo camping trip in the Arizona wilderness, he encountered something truly unsettling. The first night was peaceful, but by the second evening, strange lights began flashing through the trees. Brian, confused and unnerved, started live streaming on Periscope to document the bizarre event.
But this light keeps flashing up in the trees, different areas. It's really weird, and I don't know how to describe it because it keeps flashing in different areas of the trees. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, and I don't know what it is. I just hear elk around.
The lights appeared randomly at different heights, never touching the ground, and seemed to move without explanation. Viewers speculated wildly. Some thought it was natural, others believed it was paranormal. Despite his fear, Brian stayed put, watching the flickering glow.
Up there in these trees. Oh, did you see that flash? It looked like between the two trees, it keeps flashing once in a while. Really weird, and I'm the only one out here.
Eventually, the lights vanished, leaving him with no answers, only an eerie sense of unease. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. Spending the night in a haunted cave, 2021. In 2021, YouTuber Mattfield took on a challenge to spend the night in a cave in the middle of nowhere in Australia. A friend had told him about a strange experience inside and dared him to stay there alone. Matt, known for extreme outdoor adventures, accepted the challenge. After hiking for hours, he finally reached the cave and climbed down a man-made ladder. As he explored, he heard rocks falling near the entrance and strange footsteps. Around 11 o'clock, while eating dinner, he suddenly heard chains moving.
It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that.
Since the chains were too heavy for the winds to move, he knew something or someone was inside with him. Later, around 2 o'clock, he heard eerie hissing sounds, almost like voices. Though terrified, he decided to stay near the entrance. Despite searching, he found nothing that could explain the noises. It was one of his most unsettling nights. A chilling night in the wilderness. November 22, 2023. Lowe's and two friends set out for a peaceful camping trip in Udang, India. Around the campfire, they laughed, ate, and enjoyed the quiet night until a deep growl shattered the silence. The sound was close, too close. Frozen in fear, they listened as it echoed through the darkness. Minutes passed, feeling like hours, before the growls faded. Debating their next move, they cautiously unzipped their tent, peering into the shadows. Was a leopard still nearby? Should they step outside? The once tranquil forest now felt tense, every rustling leaf making them uneasy. Somehow, they made it through the night unharmed. At sunrise, they packed up, but the excitement of adventure had changed. The wilderness was no longer just beautiful, it was unpredictable, a reminder that nature holds both wonder and danger. The mysterious and tragic forest. In Japan, there is a forest called the Sea of Trees. It grew on lava from Mount Fuji's last big eruption. Sadly, many people go there to end their lives. Signs at the entrance ask them to seek help. In 2017, a YouTuber named Burke explored the forest.
I don't think it's been here a long time.
He found an abandoned bicycle, a knife package, and a note linked to a police station. The Japanese government has added cameras and volunteers to help, but the problem continues. The media has made the forest more well-known, which has not helped the situation. Roy's suspicious encounter, 2017 1:30 a.m. Roy, known for off-grid living videos, uploaded disturbing footage from a car camping trip. In a parking lot at 1:30 a.m., a hooded man circled his truck, taking pictures of his license plate. The man, unaware Roy was inside, then tried shining a flashlight into the vehicle. Roy suddenly banged the truck's interior, startling the stranger, who quickly fled. His motives remain unclear, but it seemed like an attempted carjacking. A night of unanswered mysteries, January 2, 2025. Bear arrives at his remote campsite as the temperature drops. After starting a fire, he hears a sharp knock, but dismisses it as a falling branch. Setting up a camera with an apple as bait, he ventures into the dark forest. As he moves deeper, the air grows heavy, and an eerie silence takes over.
That sounded like metal.
Suddenly, a metallic creak echoes, like a gate opening, though none should be there. Unaware, his camera captures a low, guttural growl near his camp. Further in, Bear discovers massive footprints leading to a frozen lake. Fear creeps in, and he hurries back. The apple remains untouched, but something feels wrong. Retreating to his truck, he sets up another camera before falling asleep. By morning, he finds the footage capturing a loud bang against his truck during the night. But whatever was lurking in the shadows remains an unsettling mystery. Gary and Amica's creepy forest discovery, 2023 9 o'clock. Father-daughter duo Gary and Amica explored Tensmuir Forest in Scotland when Amica heard voices. Investigating further, they discovered eerie mannequins in costumes, a creepy cabin, and unsettling paintings.
Look at how scary that is. Put the torch on. Here's even one on the ladders.
Oh, there's someone lying on the ground.
Other explorers had previously documented the site, but its origins remain unknown. As they left, a car approached, adding to the tension. Luckily, they made it back to their van safely. A strange encounter in the woods. John was playing soccer with his child outside their vacation bungalow when he heard rustling in the bushes. Curious, he grabbed his phone and started recording.
Get in the house. Get in the house.
Suddenly, a large brown figure emerged, quickly crossing the street. John sent his child inside and followed the creature into the woods. It moved deeper into the trees, staying just out of reach. As John got closer, the figure let out an eerie bark, followed by a deep, guttural growl, a clear warning. Feeling uneasy, John retreated to the bungalow, shaken by what he had seen. When he shared the footage with his family, they speculated whether it could be the legendary Bigfoot. Skeptics dismissed the idea, but John knew something strange was out there. He later posted the video online, hoping for answers. To this day, the creature's identity remains a chilling mystery. Black bear encounter in the Canadian wilderness. In 2018, a YouTuber named John, known for his backcountry camping channel, Lost Lakes, shared a chilling experience from a solo trip west of Cheapo, Ontario. Around 3:30 a.m., in a remote area with no cell service, John woke up to the sound of heavy footsteps circling his tent.
I started to hear this pacing sound, and 45 minutes later, it's still just pacing around out there.
At first, he thought it might be a small animal, but after 45 minutes, the pacing continued. Given that the area is known as the black bear capital of the world, it was likely a bear or another large animal like a moose or wildcat. While bear attacks are rare, they can happen, and a thin tent offers little protection against a 600-pound predator. To stay calm, John showed viewers his safety gear, including a hatchet, bear spray, and an air horn. He also mentioned that his car was parked nearby, but he had likely left the keys inside. Despite the unnerving situation, he managed to sleep through the night and remained unharmed. A mysterious encounter in the forest. July 20th, 2021, the group hiked deeper into the forest, enjoying the calm atmosphere. Suddenly, they stumbled upon something unusual, a deserted campsite near a quiet lake. A backpack, walking sticks, and other belongings were left behind, but no one was around.
See anything?
Anybody here?
Walking sticks.
One. Yo,
there's more right
get this out of here.
Inside the backpack, they found a phone with missed calls and voicemails. Listening to them, they heard a distressed woman named Ashley.
Okay.
Hey Sarah, it's Ashley. Currently I think I am lost. I can't find the path that we were on before.
She was lost in the woods, hearing strange noises, and believed someone was watching her. The last message ended with a scream.
Bro, that's
Dude, what?
As they searched for clues, they found a disturbing drawing with what looked like blood. Then, something moved in the distance, but when they tried to see it, it was gone. Feeling unsafe, they quickly left the forest. Once back in civilization, they handed the belongings to the police, unsure of what truly happened in those eerie woods. Close call in Cornwall. A camper's scary encounter. For many solo campers, the biggest fear isn't wild animals, it's other people. In September 2022, a YouTuber named Sean, who runs the channel Love Sundays, experienced this firsthand while camping in his van on the side of the road in Cornwall. Since overnight parking wasn't allowed, he tried to stay unnoticed by keeping noise to a minimum and turning off his lights early. Everything seemed fine until around 2 a.m. when he suddenly heard noises outside.
I just heard something outside.
Moments later, someone attempted to open his van door. It wasn't just a random knock, the handle was being tested. If it had been law enforcement, they would have announced themselves instead of silently trying to get inside. After a few tense seconds, the person left, and Sean was left shaken but unharmed. The next morning, he continued his journey, but the eerie experience served as a reminder of the risks solo campers can face. Mysterious singing in the night. As night fell, a quiet campsite turned eerie when campers heard strange singing coming from the woods. The sound was unaccompanied, making it even more mysterious. At first, the campers were puzzled and even a little amused, but they couldn't figure out where the voice was coming from. The singing continued, filling the dark forest with an unsettling feeling. Later, it was discovered that the sound was coming from a house just beyond Rock Road. What seemed like a ghostly voice in the night turned out to have a simple explanation. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about these strange encounters in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more eerie stories. See you in the next one.